I remember having to get out the contract.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's how the writing started. The writing started because of the bad contract,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, it was just like something that, like you say, I was young and you was in, and you didn't really know what was on it until it was time to get out. But luckily, it wasn't that bad though. Honestly, it wasn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was like, you know, it was like a week period where, like 7 days or whatever, where it was like we didn't know, and then we kind of, you know, we made an adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a time limit. I remember
like 2 years. What you mean?
Yeah, there was like a time limit where it was like at some point it was gonna be over. So it was like, all right, fuck it, we just gonna write until then, and we'll record, but we won't really like do it seriously. Like we'll just kind of like write, and and it was you know, like it was a gift, honestly, because we got to kind of do some research and learn things that we would have probably tried to skip if we were able to, but we just knew that we couldn't really aggressively put out music into a certain time. Mm-hmm. So, you know, even talking to this artist today, and she was just like, yeah, so I want to do a project, and I was listening to her previous work, and I was like, dang, you need like better writers and production. Like, and she couldn't really understand what I was saying, but I quickly thought about us, because I was like, well, dang, that's right. We started on the production and writing side. Mm-hmm. So within that, we met all the dopest producers and all the dopest writers. So we was able to see what that did. Instead of trying to write all the records yourself, we knew, like, from the top of the top how to make a really good album. Right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, and I think I saw the inexperience in her quickly, because I was like, oh, how the fuck would she meet the dopest writers and producers if she ain't been in hella sessions?
You just want to do music.
Yeah, you just want to do me. You don't really know who's who, and like what type of records you call Jazzy for, what type of records you call D-Mouth for. You know what I mean? Like, that's like a education that I feel like we got that was priceless, that we probably wouldn't have did if that contract wasn't like that. It was an interesting time though, because we definitely both, being ignorant to how music worked and how the money worked, when we was getting these, we definitely, every single song that we put out, we thought we was gonna be rich.
Oh yeah.
Like
I was like, yo, this one gonna do it.
Like every single
song
one.
Is crazy.
Like, I remember us, like, even like the first placement, like, it was Ellen DeGeneres' artist. Like, it was the little white kid, Grayson Chance, and it was Ellen's artist, and we was like, there's no way this isn't gonna go. She was having them on the show. We was like, yo, this is gonna go. Not knowing that even if it did go, it wasn't that much money there. Right. Why do you think that people think it's money in writing?
Just because it's been said so much, like, oh, you good? You wrote it. You know what I mean? Like, people think that's really big. Like, oh, you good? You wrote it. Like, oh, you the one. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, you good if you got somebody that really know what to do with that. Otherwise, you just wrote another song and ain't nothing gonna happen for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and I think just knowing the business now, it's like a lot of the songs that we was writing early, we didn't understand that the single was what made the money. You know what I mean? Like, we just was doing a lot of album fillers and thinking that, you know, like, there's money there. And we didn't even learn quickly that it was no money there. Like we kind of learned like the third year, like
right.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, there's no money coming.
I don't know why that. I think because we were introduced to it as that was just how we were introduced to our shot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like our connection was through a songwriter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So once Erica was like, this is what you do, this is what you do, this is what you do, and we was receiving the success and everybody celebrating what we were doing, it felt like we was winning.
Like oh, the money is gonna cut. Like once people are happy like this, normally.
Yeah. And then it would always be explained like, no, writers get it on the back end.
Right.
Waiting on the back end.
On the back end.
Like, I think the back end is gonna pull up anytime.
Dog, that shit was I started noticing like, wait a minute. I tell a couple of people this all the time. Like, there was a time where it was like a cycle. Like, we would go in with Chris, finish the album, he would go on tour. Then we would go in with Usher, finish the album, he would go on tour. Mm-hmm. Go in with Justin Bieber, finish the album, he would go on tour. And like, Chris would come back and I would notice like, oh, he got like 2 more cars. Like 2 more new cars. Mm-hmm. He moved to another house. Like, trinkets is coming in. Like, I'm like, dang, that nigga must have went up. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, we in the same whip, same crib, same everything. I'm like, then I see Ush. He come in with a new black jacket, diamond chains, rings. You like, you seeing it like, nah, they really getting money. Mm-hmm. I'm like, nah, we gotta put out some music. Yeah. Cause we gotta go on tour too. Mm-hmm. And I mean, we was always putting out music, but you know, we just knew that we couldn't aggressively go. Yeah. But then when it was time to like aggressively grow and go hard on our own projects, we was probably at Born to Sing Volume 2. Yeah. When it just kind of clicked with us writing all them records, I was like, okay, we just gonna leverage our relationships. Cause it would have been, I don't think it would have been realistic for us to ask for a feature. Mm-hmm. We just kind of knew that was far-fetched. Yeah, like we knew, artists. Yeah, from Usher, Bibbs, like Chris. It was like, so the most we could do was like, hey, can you just at least say the album is hard? Yeah. You feel me? Like at least just tweet it. That was where we was at in the world. Like Twitter was on. I got you. Like, so once, you know, when we would have the different, I would have a different talks like, hey, so we just need this, or we just need this, we just need this, you know what I mean? And then like it just kind of clicked. And that's when blogs was big too. Mm-hmm. And then blogs was kind of noticing like, oh, like Usher shouted out Eric. You know what I mean? Like Rick Ross. That was with the Rick Ross and Usher when we did. What was that?
Let Me See.
Yeah, Let Me See. Mm-hmm. So like that was that. And I remember like, you know, us just kind of like, you know, I see it in the newer artists coming up. Like, dang, I remember when we was happy about like a blog posting or like getting a certain interview or meeting a certain person. And dog, I remember we would have talks about like before we got to the session with like Ush or Chris, or like it would be a real discussion. Like, all right, so like how we gonna get the pick? Mm-hmm. Like, oh right. Like how we gonna get the pick? Like so you gonna ask or am I gonna ask? Like how you feeling?
Niggas just been too cool for too long.
Yeah, like
niggas just know we live in a social media day and age. You know you gotta get that picture, but he's just not
trying to ask.
Yo, can I get a picture with you, bro?
Not trying to do that.
As much as it's important for you to get that photo, it was a lot of opportunities and a lot of times we was around people and never got no photo.
Oh yeah. It was a lot. I mean, we started getting better at it. You know what I mean? But like, it was really tough for us. Like to the point.
We really waited. We really put the time in on some like, definitely.